Hi, Retro Kev back again, and today I'm doing a video on one of my very favourite game genres, the one-man army shoot 'em up. Now, I absolutely love these games. On the Commodore 64 around the mid-80s, especially 1985, there were some great one-man army shoot 'em ups out. This is one of them, Green Beret. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the music play out for about 30 seconds for each of these games, because the music is one of the best parts in each game. Absolutely brilliant. This music was done by Martin Galway. Absolutely fantastic. Yes, so Green Beret itself was released in 1985 by Imagine, written by David Collier and Stephen Wahid. It was a left-to-right scrolling game, and your job was to rescue some POWs, which is often the case in these one-man army games. You started off with the old knife trying to stab your victims, and eventually you picked up a flamethrower, as you saw there, which makes life a bit easier. The thing is about these games, in the mid-1980s, there were these classic one-man army films out that Arnold Schwarzenegger was making. He made Commando, Sylvester Stallone was making the Rambo films, and these films were larger-than-life films, big-budget films. Me and my friends used to love going to see them, and it was no surprise that the gaming world soon brought out some games. Now, some of them weren't so great, but some of them were very good, and Green Beret was one I really enjoyed. I used to have great fun playing. It was a very difficult game. You know, you somehow had to work out a code to get yourself some infinite lives, as I did in this game, because otherwise I would have really struggled. But yeah, Green Beret, loved it. Yes, it's Rambo First Blood Part 2. Music again by Martin Galway. Absolutely love this music.
God, didn't they, Rambo? I made him.
Well, I couldn't help myself putting in that quote, and yes, I know that quote was from the first film, First Blood, and not First Blood Part 2, but it was just a great quote. Now, the game itself was released in 1985 by Ocean Software. Once again, David Collier was involved. He must have had a knack for writing these type of games. He was helped by Tony Pamphret. The music, again, from the great Martin Galway, really emotive music. Really love the music for this game as well. The game itself was the same sort of thing. You had to rescue some POWs. You started off with your Bowie knife and your grenades, and you could pick up some arrows and explosive arrows if you could find them. And once again, it was just about killing all the enemies in front of you. On this game, actually, it was sometimes a better idea to sort of steer clear of them, because obviously the more enemies around you, the more trouble you're going to get into and possibly die. It did have some critics because the game was quite short. If you did have the knack for these sort of games, you could do the game in apparently 15 or 20 minutes or so. But not me. I used to struggle. I never completed it back in the day. So I'm going to have another go soon and see if I complete it. Rambo First Blood Part 2. Another great one-man army game. What can you say about this? Rob Hubbard, what a genius. He wrote some absolutely brilliant music for games. This was a highlight. Let's listen to some. Well, Commando, what a game. Released by Elite in 1985, written by Chris Butler, Ron Green and Chris Harvey. And once again, I'm going to mention that name, Rob Hubbard. He did an absolutely brilliant job for this game. The music suited the game so well, and as you made your way through the game, the music seemed to ramp up, and it really used to take you along into the game. It was absolutely fantastic. Now, the game itself was similar to the others. Obviously, you just had to make your way upwards on the screen, killing as many soldiers. This time you had to really kill them because there was nowhere to run. You just had to fight them and kill them. You had to find grenades if you could. You needed a grenade to sort of blow up bigger vehicles that would come along. But yeah, the same thing. You just had to rescue some POWs. Absolutely love this game. Brilliant. I still play it today. Fantastic. Well, there you go. They were my 3 favourite one-man army shoot-'em-up style games on the Commodore 64. I absolutely love all 3 of these games, and I still play them today. They're the sort of game you can just put in, play for half an hour or so, you get a real buzz, real simple format, and it's just good gaming. The other thing is the music is fantastic in all 3 of these games, and for me, I've got a real thing about music in games. If the music is good, it really helps the whole feeling of the game. Now, if you know any one-man army games that I've not talked about here that you think are really good, please let me know. I don't know all the games that are out there. Don't have to be necessarily in the Commodore 64, but I'd love to hear about it. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Take care of yourself, everybody.